Welcome back to my educational channel Gyan Wizard. I am Ajmal. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, and that is the application of Gauss law. In last video we learned Gauss law, which states that total electric flux passing through a closed surface is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the closed surface. In this video, we will find out the value of the electric field outside and inside a spherical shell by using Gauss law. Here we have a spherical shell whose surface charge density is sigma, its radius is r. We need to find out the value of the electric field due to this spherical shell outside it at point P, which is located at a distance r from the center of the spherical shell. First case is the field outside the shell. That means point P lies outside the spherical shell, and at this point P we need to calculate the value of electric field. Let's first write down the Gauss law. Total electric flux passing through a closed surface is equal to total charge enclosed inside the closed surface divided by epsilon naught. Here the direction of the electric field at point P will be radially outward. We take a small elemental surface at point P, and if we want to calculate the total flux, then we need to calculate the total surface area of this Gaussian surface which is outside this spherical shell. Phi equal to E dot delta S is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. E dot delta S is basically magnitude of the E, magnitude of the delta S into the cos theta, which is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Magnitude of E is E. If we consider the total surface area inside, let's say it will be equal to 4 pi r square. R will be the small r, which is equal to Q. Here we have the surface charge density as sigma. We know that surface charge density sigma is equal to delta Q divided by the delta S. Therefore, delta Q is equal to the sigma times multiplied by delta S. Here we are considering the electric field due to the total spherical area, this spherical shell. Therefore, we will consider the total area of this Gaussian surface. Q is the total charge enclosed inside the spherical shell, which will be equal to sigma times delta S. That is the sigma times delta S. That is total surface area of the spherical shell, that is 4 pi r square divided by sigma. Or we can say E equal to sigma multiplied by 4 pi r square divided upon the epsilon naught multiplied by 4 pi r square. 4 pi cancelled out, and the value of the E equal to sigma r square divided upon epsilon naught r square. In terms of the charge, to express the electric field in terms of the value of the charge, we again, if we multiply, we see the 4 pi r ka square is 4 pi divided upon 4 pi. This will be equal to the sigma upon 4 pi r square divided upon epsilon naught 4 pi r square. This is the value of the total charge enclosed inside the spherical shell. We can write down at q divided upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Or in terms of a vector, we can express the electric field E as q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square into a unit vector r. The value of this unit vector r is radially outward. So in this way, by applications of the Gauss law, we calculated the value of the electric field at point P, which is outside the spherical shell. Next, let's calculate the value of the electric field inside the spherical shell. The field inside the shell. So here we will consider the Gaussian surface as a surface which lies inside the spherical shell and its radius is, let's say, r. Then total flux which we have calculated E into the 4 pi r square. Phi is equal to q upon epsilon naught. This is equal to the 4 pi is equal to phi is equal to E into 4 pi r square. That is the E multiplied by 4 pi r square, which is equal to q upon epsilon naught. We need to find out the value of the q, that is the total charge enclosed inside the Gaussian surface. Here the Gaussian surface is inside the spherical shell. That means this Gaussian surface will not enclose any charge. Here the value of the q will be equal to 0. 0 upon epsilon naught, which is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of E at any point inside the spherical shell will be equal to 0. And this is actually what we get from the Gauss law, that the total electric flux passing through a closed surface will be 0 when there is no charge contained inside the closed surface. Because here in this case the closed surface is inside the spherical shell, there is no charge inside this Gaussian surface, and therefore the flux will be 0. When flux will be 0, then electric field will also be 0, and that's why here the value of E is 0. Hope you find this explanation informative and useful. Please like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for getting notifications when new video gets uploaded. Thank you very much for watching this video.